find you in Illyria. My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailor?
'Twas perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother, and so perchance may he be.
True, madame, and to comfort you with chance, assure yourself. After our ship did split, when you and those poor numbers stayed with you home on our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, find himself, courage and hopeful, teaching him the practice, to a strong mass that lived upon the sea, where, like Orion on the dolphin's back, I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves, so long as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. Mine own escape unfoldeth to my hope, whereto thy speech serves for authority the like of him. Knowest thou this country?
I am that well, for I was born and bred not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature has a name.
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And is so now, or was so very. For but a month ago I went from ransom. So was fresh in murmur, as you know, what the great ones do, the less with proud of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
What's she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, where, leaving her in the protection of his son, shortly also died, for whose dear loveliness sake she hath abjured the company and sight of men.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world till I had made mine own occasion mellow what my estate is.
That'll be hard to compass, for she admit no kind of suit, no, not the duke's.
There is a fair behavior in thee, captain, and though that nature with beauty's walt of oft close in pollution, yet of thee I will believe thou hast a mind that suits with this thy fair and outward character. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously, conceal me what I am and be my aid, for such disguise as happily shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very, very well his service. What else mayhap to time I will commit. Only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and your muse I'll be. When my tongue blabs, let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, the surfeiting, the appetite may sicken, and so die. Oh, that strain again. It had a dying fall. Oh, it came o'er my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough! No more. 'Tis not as sweet now as it was before. Oh, spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy capacity, receiveth as the sea, not enters there of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy that it alone is high fantastical.
Will you go hunt, my lord?
What, Curio? The hunt. So I do. The noblest that I have. Oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires like fell and cruel hounds ere since pursue me. How now, what news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted.
No.
But from her handmaid you returned this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face at ample view, but like a cloistress she will veiled walk in water once a day her chamber round, with eye offending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad memory.
She that hath such a fine frame to pay this debt of love, but to a brother, how will she love when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her? When liver, brain, and heart, those sovereign thrones, are all supplied, and filled her sweet perfections with one self-king. Away before me the fresh beds of flowers. Love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
sure cares an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier nights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exception to your ill hours.
I let her accept before accepted.
Aye, but you must confine yourself to the modest limits of order.
Confine. I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink. And so be these boots too, and then be not let them hang themselves in their own straps.
Walking and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday, and of a foolish knight you brought in one night. Here to be her wooer.
Who? Sir Andrew Aguichi.
Aye, he.
He's as tall a man as Eddie's in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but he'll have but 1 year in all these ducats. He's a very fool and prodigal.
Fine that you'll say so. He plays with the violent gamboys. He speaks 3 or 4 languages, word for word, without book, and hath all the good gifts of nature.
He hath indeed. Almost natural. For besides that he's a fool, he's a great quarreler. And but for that he hath the gift of power to allay the best he hath in quarreling. 'Tis thought among the prudent he would quickly have the gift of grace.
By this hand, there are scoundrels and subtractors that say so of him. Who are they?
They that add more, he is drunk nightly, in your company.
Drinking healths to my niece. I'll drink to her as long as there is a passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. He's a coward and a cloister that will not drink to my niece till his brains turn in the tongue. Castiliano, although here comes Sir Andrew Aguichi.
Sir Toby Belch. How now, Sir Toby Belch?
Sweet Sir Andrew.
Bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good Mistress Accost. I desire that.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good Mistress Mary Accost.
You mistake. Accost is a front, board, woo her, assail her.
Robert Close. We're not undertaker of this company. Is that the meaning of Accost?
Very well, gentlemen.
Tackle that part so, Sir Andrew, but thou mightst never draw sword again.
Danny part so, mistress. But I might never draw sword again. If you have fools in hand.
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Mary, which you shall have. And here's my hand.
Now, sir, thought is free. I pray you, bring your hand to the buttery bar, and let it drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart? What is your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
Well, I think so. I'm not such an ass if I can keep my hand dry. What is your jest?
It's a dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Aye, sir, I have them at my fingers' ends. Mary, now I let go your hand, I am barren.
Oh, nice. Alack is the cup of canary. When do I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think, unless you see canary put me down. You think sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. I am a great eater of beef, and I believe it does harm to my wit. No question. And I thought that I'd forswear it. All right, home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or do not? I would have bestowed the time and tongues that I had in fencing, dancing, and bear baiting. What would have I followed the arts?
Then hadst thou had an excellent head of hair.
Why? Would that have been in my hair?
Ask question. For thou seest it will not curl by nature.
But it becomes me well enough, does not.
Excellent. It hangs like flax on the staff. I hope to see a housewife take you between her legs and spin it off.
Faith. I'll home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, and if she be as poor one, she'll none of me. The Count himself, your hard by woo, sir.
She'll none of the count. She'll not match above her degrees, neither in years, estate, nor wit. I've heard her swear tough as life with it, man.
I'll stay a month longer. I'm a fellow of the strangest mind in the world. I delight in masks and revels sometimes, all together.
Art thou good at these kick shows these night?
As any man in Illyria, whatsoever he be, under the degree of my betters, yet I will not compare with an old man.
What is thy excellence? And a caviar, right?
Faith, I can cut a caper.
I can cut the mutton to it.
Then I believe I have the back trick simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
Wherefore are these things hidden? Wherefore do these things have the curtain before him? Is it a world that hide virtues in? I did think by the excellent constitution constitution of thy leg? It was formed under the star of a gathering.
Aye, 'tis strong. It doesn't differ well in a dun-colored stock. Shall we set out some rebels?
What shall we do else? Were we not born under Taurus?
Taurus, that's sides and heart.
No, sir. Legs and thighs. Let me see the caper. Higher!
If the Duke continues these favors towards you, Cesario, you are much likely to be advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence, that you call in question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
I thank you. Here comes the Count.
Who saw Cesario? Oh,
On your attendance, my lord, here.
stand you a while, will do. Cesario, thou knowest no less than all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her gate and tell them, there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous and leave all civil bounds rather than make unprofit in return.
Say I do speak with her, what then?
And unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woe. She will attend it in thy youth better than in a nuncio's of more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it. For they should have belied thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is semblative of woman's part. I know thy constellation is right after this affair. Attend him all, if you will, for I myself am best when least in company. Prosper well in this, and you will find you live as freely as thy lord to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a thoughtful strife, where I woo myself would be his wife.
Only when thou hast been, I would not open my lips so wide as for stand in the way of thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Well, let her hang me. If it is well hanged in this world, needs to fear no cowardice.
Make that good.
I shall see none to fear.
I can tell you where that saying was born of, I fear no colors.
Where, good Mistress Mary?
In the wars. And that may you be bold using your foolery.
Well, God give them wisdom that have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents.
Yet you will be hanged for being absent, or turned away. Is that not as good as a hanging to you?
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage. For being turned away, that's some of it.
You are resolute then.
Well, not so naughty, but I am resolved on 2 points.
Is that if one break, the other hold? Or that if both break, your breeches fall?
Nah,
Yeah.
it's in good faith, very bad. But no, I like Sir Toby will be drinking now, which is witty a piece of each flesh as any malaria.
Peace you grow, no more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, you were best.
Oh, infinite be I will, but me to go fooling. Those wits that think they have, they do very often prove fools, and I am sure I lack thee may pass for a wise man. What says Chronomics? Better a witty fool than a foolish wit. Oh, God bless thee, lady!
Take the fool away.
Put it down here, fellas. Take away the lady.
Go to, you're a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
What 2 faults, Madonna, that drink in good counsel with the men, for give the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry, and bid the dishonest man mend himself, if he mend he is no longer dishonest. If he cannot mend, let the botcher mend him. Anything that's mended is but patched. Virtue that transgresses is but patched with sin. Sin that amends is but patched with virtue. If that the simple syllogism will serve, so if not, but remedy. There's no true copy but calamity, so beauty's a flower. The lady may take away the fool, therefore I say again, take her away.
Sir, I bade them take away you.
Oh, Miss Griffin, the highest degree! That's as much to say as I were not motley in my brain.
Make your proof.
I must catechize you for it. Give my mouse a virtue answer.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll guard your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
Then I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
Well, the more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall you, till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that kills the wise that ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity, then, for the better increasing your folly. Sir Toad will be sworn that I have no thoughts, but he will not pass his word for twopence that you are no fool.
How say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel at his delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him go down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. You now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to me as gagged. I protest I think these wise men who crow so at these set kind of fools no better than the fool Zanes.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with the To be generous, guiltless, and free of disposition is to take those things for cannon bullets that you deem bird bullets. There is no slander in the loud fool, though we do nothing but rail. No railing in a no discreet man, though we do nothing but reprove.
And now Mercury and do thee with leasing, for thou speaks well of fools.
Madam, there is a young gentleman at the gate much desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young gentleman and well attended.
Who of my people holds him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him up, I pray you! He speaks nothing but madman! Fie on him! Go you, Malvolio! If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick or not at home. What you will to dismiss it. Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old and people dislike it.
And yet, well, thou spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy only son shall be a fool.
By mine honor, half drunk! What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
The gentleman. What gentleman?
'Tis a gentleman. Here. Look at these pickled herring. How now, son?
Good Sir Toby.
Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery. Lechery. There's one at the gate.
Aye, Mary, what is he?
Let it be the devil anyway. I cannot give me faith, say I. Well, it's all one.
What's a drunken man like?
Like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. The first draft of a heat makes him a fool, the second mans him, and the third drowns him.
Go and seek the crowner and let him sit over my cuz. For he's in the 3rd degree of drink. He's drowned. Go look after him.
No, he's but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems not to have a foreknowledge of this too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He is fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
What manner of man?
Oh, very ill mannered. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. As a squash is before 'tis a peas cod, or a codling when 'tis almost an apple. 'Tis with him in standing one between boy and man. He is very well favored, and he speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk was scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call him my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls.
Give me my veil. Come, throw it over my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy. The honorable lady of the house, which is she? Speak to me, I shall answer for her. Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it. Let me sustain no scorn. I am very comfortable even for the least sinister usage. Whence came you, sir? I can say little more than I have studied, and this question's out of my part. Good gentleman, give me modest assurance if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech. Are you a comedian? No, my profound heart. Yet by the very things of malice, I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house? If I do not usurp myself, I am. Most certain if you are she, you do usurp yourself, but what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message. Come to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise. Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical. 'Tis the more like to be feigned. I pray you, keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. This is not that type of mood with me to make one in so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No, good Swabber, I am to hold here a little longer. Some modification for your giant, sweet lady. Tell me your mind. I'm a messenger. Sure you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office. It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war and taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter. Yet you begin rudely. What are you? What would you? Rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity, to any other's profanation. Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text? Most sweet lady, a comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text? In Orsino's bosom. In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom? To answer by the method in the first of his heart. I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say? Good madam, let me see your face. Have you permission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one I was this present. Is it not well done? Excellently done, if God did all. 'Tis in grace, sir, will endure wind and weather. red and white, nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. But, lady, you are the cruelest she alive who will leave these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, every particle and utensil labeled to my will as item, 2 lips in different red, item, 2 gray eyes with lids to them, item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are too proud. If you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense, so you are crowned the known pariah of beauty.
How does he love me?
Adorations, fertile tears with groans that thunder love with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. Yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, a fresh and stainless youth, in voices well divulged, free, learned, and valiant, and in the dimension and shape of nature a gracious person. But yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write royal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get me to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless perchance you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I'm no free post lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love make his heart a flint that you shall love, and that your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
Above my state and my fortunes are well, I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, limbs, actions, and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast. Soft. Unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague? Methinks I know this youth's imperfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Let it be. What home, Amelia?
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind. Would I or no? Tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up in hopes I am not for him. If that the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. I mean,
Madam, I will.
I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be. And be this so.
Were not you even now the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace I have since arrived hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance you will none of him. And one thing more, he'd be never so hardy to come again to his affairs unless it be report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so.
She took the ring with me, I'll none of it.
Come, so you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this, lady? Fortune forbid mine outside had not charmed her. She made good view of me, indeed so much that sure methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring, why he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proud of false and women's waxen hearts to set their forms. Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we, but such as we are made of, such we be. How with this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I for once to fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now will last the day. What thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore I shall crave of you your leave, that I may bear my evils alone. It were a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me yet know of you whether you are bound.
No, sooth, sir. My determinate voyage is mere extravagancy. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. Therefore it charges me in manners the rather to express myself. You must know of me then, Antonio, that my name is Sebastian, which I called Rodrigo. My father was that Sebastian of Messaline, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we so had ended. But you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas the day.
A lady, sir. Thought was that she much resembled me. Was yet of many accounted beautiful. But though I could not with such estimable wonder overfar believe that, yet thus far will I boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She's drowned already, sir, with salt water. Though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Forgive me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh, my dear Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you would not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, desire it not, fare you well at once. My bosom is full of kindness, and I am yet so near the manner of my mother that upon the least occasion more mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound for the Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods goes with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But, come what may, I do adore thee so that danger shall seem sport, and I will do.
Don't be about it. After midnight is to be up betimes. And Deliculos are gathering. Thou knowest.
Nay,
false conclusion. I hate it as an unkilled cat. Be up after midnight. And to go to bed then is early. So to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Does not our lives consist of the four elements?
Hey, so they say. I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Let us therefore eat and drink. Mariana is a scoop of wine.
Now, my ass, did you ever see the picture of we three?
Welcome, ass. Let's have a catch.
Why, my trunk, the fool has an excellent breast. I'd rather than 40 shillings have such a leg, and so sweet a bread this thing as the fool has. In sooth, that was a very gracious fooling last night when I spoke to the agronomist of the Vapians passing the equinoctial acquaintance. Which was very good in faith. I sent thee sixpence for thy layman. Asked it?
I didn't petticoat thy utility. Though my Romeo's nose is no whipstock, my lady hath a white hand, and the mere arms are no Bartolomeo Housen.
Excellent. Why, this is the best fooling when all's done. Now a song.
Here, there's a sixpence for you. Let's have a song.
All right, here's a testicle of me too.
Does you have a love song or a song of good life?
A love song. A love song.
Aye. I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay here, true love's coming, that can sing both high and low. Drip no further, pretty sweeting. Journey's ending, lovers meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Excellent, good,
Good. Good.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present mirth, present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. So come and kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth, sister, will not endure.
I'm gonna live for this place. Since I am a true knight.
Contagious breath.
Very sweet. Contagious in faith.
To hear it by the nose, it is dulcet and contagion. Shall we make the welkin dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night out in the catch that will draw 3 souls out of 1 weaver? Shall we do that?
And you love me, let's do it. I'm a dog and cat.
By ladies, and some dogs will catch there.
Let her catch me a downy.
Hold thy peace, thou midnight. I should be constrained to call thee knave knight.
This is not the first time I've constrained one to call me knave. Come, again, bold begins, hold thy peace.
Then I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Good. Come, begin. Hold thy peace, thou knave, I promise thee.
Hold thy peace, thou knave, I pray thee. Hold thy peace, if my lady has not called up her steward, not only on bid and turn you out of doors, never trust me.
I'll be sure this night's an admirable fooling.
It is well enough that we be disposed. So do I too. He does him a better grace, but I do it more natural.
Oh, the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. 12 snow's running, fires fighting, 10 lords of leaping, 9 maids dancing, 8 maids of melting sun.
Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gather like tinkers in this time of night? Do you make an ale house of my lady's house and squeak out your produce catches without any mitigation or remorse of your own? Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
Oh, we did keep time, sir. In our catches. So stack up.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you, though she harbors you as a kinsman, she is nothing alike your disorders. If you can separate yourself in your misdemeanors, you're welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell. Farewell, dear hearts, since I must leave alone.
His eyes do show his days are almost done.
Is it even so?
I will never die.
Sir Toby, very wise.
This is much credit.
Shall I bid him go?
What and if you do?
Shall I bid him go and spare not?
Oh!
Sir, you lie. Art any more than a steward? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous, thou shalt eat no more cakes and ale?
Yes, yes, by St. Anne, the gentry shall be not in the mouth.
If thou art in the right. Go, sir. Rub your chain with crumbs. A stoop of wine, Mariah.
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor in anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know it by this hand.
Go, shake your ears.
For it's good at thee to drink when man's a hungry. Challenge him in the field.
Then bring promise with them and take a fool. Do it. Now write thee a challenge, or I'll deliver thy indignation to him by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the counts was today with my lady, she is much out of quiet. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a neighbor to make a common recreation of him, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us, tell us something of him.
Marry, sir. Sometimes he is a kind of Puritan.
Oh, I thought that I beat him like a dog.
What? For being a Puritan? Thy exquisite reason, dear knight?
I have no exquisite reason for it. I have reason good enough.
Devil Puritan that is, and anything constantly but a time pleaser, an affectioned ass that cons state without book and utters it by great swards, the best persuaded of himself, so crammed as he thinks, full of excellencies, that it is his grounds of faith that all that look on him love him, and in that vice in him will my revenge by notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein by the color of his beard, the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the pressure of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he will find himself most feelingly personated. I write very like my lady, your niece. Unforgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Oh, excellent. I smell advice.
I happen to buy those too.
You should think by the letters that probably dropped that they come from my niece, and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse would now make you an ass.
I doubt not.
Oh, it will be admirable.
His sport royal, I warrant you. I know my physic will work on him. I will place you two and let Fabian make the third, where he will find the better. Observe his construction of it. For tonight, to bed, and dream on the event. Farewell.
Right. Then that's a layer.
For me, she's a good wench.
She's a beagle. True bred.
One that adores her.
What's that?
I was adored once too.
That's too bad, Knight. That was need send one woman.
If I cannot recover your niece, I'm a foul way out.
Send for money, Knight. If thou hast an art in the end, call me cut.
If I do not never trust me, take it how you will.
Come, come. I'll go burn some sack. Just too late to go to bed now. Come, Knight. Come, Knight.
Come, some music. Now, good morrow, friends. Now, good Cesario, about that piece of song, that old and antique song we heard last night. Methought it did relieve my passions much, more so than light airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy-paced times. Come, but one verse.
He is not here, so please, your lordship, that you sing it.
Who was it?
Festi the jester, my lord. A fool that the lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He is about the house.
Go seek him out. Play the tune a while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it, remember me. Such as I am, all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is adored. How dost thou like this tune?
Gives a very echo to the seat where love is thrown.
Thou dost speak masterly, my life upon it. Young though thou art, thine eye is stayed upon some favor that it loves, hath it not, my boy?
A little by your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
Of your complexion.
She's not worth thee, then. What years in faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven! Let still the woman take an elder than herself. Then wears she to him, then sways she level in her husband's eye. For boy, however much we men swear, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and warm than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, or else thy affection cannot hold the bent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
And so they are. Alas, if they are so to die, when they to perfection grow.
Come, fellow, but one verse, mark it, Cesario. It is old and plain. The knitters and the spinsters in the sun, and the free maids that weave their thread with bone do used to chant it. It is silly sooth and dallies with the innocence of love, like to the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
Aye. Prithee, sing.
Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, breath, and slain thy fair crewmate. My child, do I still go with you? Prepare that my
Never find my grave to weep there, to weep there.
Here is for that pain.
No pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
I'll pay that pleasure then.
Truly, sir, and pleasure will be paid. One time or another.
Give me now leave to lead thee.
Ooh. Now, the melancholy God protect thee, and the table may guide of a changeable taffeta, for thy mind is very awful. I would not meant with such constancy, but to see that the business might be everywhere, and no intent everything, for that's it that always makes a good voyage of nothing.
Let all the rest give place. Once more, Cesar, the same yon sovereign cruelty. Tell her, my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands, those parts that fortune hath bestowed upon her. Tell her, I hold as giddily as fortune, but 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her in, attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you...
I cannot be so answered!
But you must! Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love a greater thing of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, you tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's size can abide the beating of so strong a passion, and love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much, they lack retention, alas, their love. Appetite, no motion of the liver, but the palate, and suffers surfeit, cloyment, and revolt. But mine is all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me, and that I owe Olivia!
I know!
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men they owe. In faith they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might be were I woman. Perhaps I should, your lordship.
What's her history?
Blank, my lord. She never told her love, but that concealed it like a worm in the bud feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with green and yellow melancholy, she sat like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my lord?
I am all the daughters of my father's house and all the brothers too, and yet I know not, so shall I to this lady.
Aye. There's the theme. To her in haste, give her this jewel, tell her, my love can abide in no place, abide no to many.
Come my way, Senior Fabian.
Nay! I'll come. If I lose a scruple of this court, let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Would thou not be glad to have the niggardly, rascally sheep-biter come by some notable shame?
I would exalt man. You know, he brought me out of favor with my lady about a bear baiting here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and we'll fool him black and blue. Shall we not, Sir Isaac?
We do not get pity of our lives.
Here comes the little villain. How now, my metal Olivia?
Get me all three into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He's been yonder in the sun practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. For the love of mockery, the Violetta will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close, in the name of jesting. Lie thou comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Mariah once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near that should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on it?
He's an overweening rogue.
Peace.
Slight. I think so. Beat the road.
Peace, I said.
To be Count Malvolio.
Rogue! Pistol him, pistol him!
Peace! There is example for it. The lady of the Strachey married the yeoman of the wardrobe.
Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state, calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I've left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone.
And then to have the humor of state after a brief travel of regard, telling them, I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman Toby.
Bolts and shackles.
Peace.
7 of my people with an obedient start make out for him. I frown the while and perchance wind up watch or play with my some rich jewel. He approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
I extend my hand thus, quenching my familiar smile and austere regard of control.
Does not Toby take you a blow in the lips then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Stab!
And besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's the elm, aren't you?
One Sir Andrew.
I know it was I, but when did you call me a fool?
Have we here?
Spirit of humor doesn't make reading aloud to him.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her C's, her U's, and her T's, and thus she makes her great P's. It is in contempt of question her hand.
Her C's are using her T's, why that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes. Well, her very phrase. By your leave, wax. Soft, and this impressure her the credence with which she uses to seal. This is my lady. Well, to whom should this be?
This wins him. Liver and all.
Joke knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know. Well, what follows? The numbers alter. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio, I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife with bloodless stroke, my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life. M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first, let me see. Command where I adore. What she may command me, I serve her, she is my lady. Why, this is evident to any formal capacity. There is no obstruction in this. And in the end, what should that alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me, softly, M-O-A-I. Malvolio! And right, that begins my name.
Did I not say you would work it out?
M, but there is no consonant in the sequel A should follow, but O does. M-O-A-I. With this simulation is not as the former, and yet to crush this a little, it should bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name. Soft, here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands, let thy blood and spirit embrace them, and to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slough and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, let thy tongue tang arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity, she thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say remember. Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still. The fellow of servants are not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers no more. This is open. I will be proud. I will wash up Rose Acquaintance. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will be point devised the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me. For every reason points to this, that my lady loves me. Why, she did command my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my legs being cross-gartered, and in this she manifests her love to me with a kind of injunction, drives me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars I am happy. I will be strange, stout in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised. Here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore in my presence still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have of me.
So could I too.
And ask no other dowry with her but such another jest.
Nor I either.
Here comes my noble bull catcher.
Why, now it could have been such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, say true. Does it work upon him?
Like Aquafite with the midwife!
Oh, if you will see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests. And he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to the melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
Oh, to the gates of Twelfth, the most excellent devil of wit.
Oh, big one, Timmy.
So thou mayst say the king king lies by a beggar if the beggar dwell near him, or if the church stands by thy tabor, if thy tabor stand by the church?
No, you have said, sir. Now, to see this age, a sentence is but a chevron glove to a good wit, and how quickly the wrong side may be turned outwards.
Nay, that's certain. They that dally nicely with words may quickly make them wanton.
I would therefore my sister have no name, sir.
Why?
Her name's a word, and to dally with that word might make my sister wanted. But indeed, words are very rascals since Bond's disgraced.
Thy reason, man.
Trump said, I can be done without words, and words are grown so false I am loath to prove reason with them.
I warrant thou art a merry fellow, but carest for nothing.
Oh, not so, sir. I do care for something. But in my conscience, sir, I do not care for you. Well, if that be to care for nothing, sir, I would make you invisible.
Not thou the Lady Olivia's fool.
No, sir, the Lady Olivia has no folly, and will keep no fool till she be married. And fools are as like to husbands as pilchards are to herrings, the husband's the bigger. Indeed, I am not a fool, but a corrupter of words.
I saw thee like at Count Orsino's.
Well, foolery, sir, does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. Well, I should be sorry if the fool wears off with your master as with my mistress. I think I saw you as the man.
Nay, now pass upon me, I'll no more with thee. Oh, there's expenses for thee.
Now, Joe, with his next commodity of hair, send me a beard.
My throat will tell thee I'm almost sick for one, or I would not have it grow on my chin. Is that it?
What not a pair of these breads, sir?
Yes, being kept together and put to use.
Well, I would pay Lord Pandris of Phrygia to bring Cressida to this Troilus.
I understand you, sir, it is well begged.
The matter, I hope, is not great, sir. Begging, but a beggar. Cressida was a beggar. My ladies within, I will concern her whence you come, though who you are, what you would, are out of my welcome. I might say element, but the word is overworn.
This fellow is wise enough to play the fool, and to do that well craves a kind of wit. He must observe their mood on whom he jests, the quality of persons and the time, and like a haggard check at every feather that comes before his eye. This practice is as full of labor as a wise man's art, for folly that he wisely shows his fit, but wise men follow if I take their wit.
Safety, gentlemen.
And you, sir?
Would you encounter the house? My niece is desirous you should enter, if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage.
Taste your legs, sir. Put them to motion.
My legs do better understand me than I understand what you mean by bidding me taste my legs.
I mean to go, sir. To enter.
I will let you gate an entry, but we are prevented. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you.
This use of rare courtier rain odors well.
My matter hath no voice, madam, but your own most pregnant and vouchsafed dear.
Odors pregnant and vouchsafed? I'll get them all three already.
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir, was never merry world since lowly feigning was called compliment. Your servant to the Count Orsino. You.
He is yours, and his must needs be yours. Servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him. For his thoughts would they were blanks rather than filled with me.
Madam, I come to wet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you, I bid you never speak again of him. But, would you take another suit? I had rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres. Lady, give me leave, beseech you. I did send after the last enchantment you did here, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear need you? Under your hard construction must I sit to force that on you in a shameful cunning which you knew none of yours? What would you think? Have you not set my honor at the stake? That's a degree to love.
Not degrees, but is a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why then, methinks 'tis time to smile again. Oh, world, how apt the poor are to be proud. If one should be a prey, how much the better to fall before the lion than the wolf. The clock upbraids me with the waste of time. Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have you. And yet when wit and youth is come to harvest, your wife is alike to reap a proper man. There lies your way, due west.
And then westward ho! Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. Yield nothing, madam, to my lord by me.
Stay! Oh! I'm ready! Tell me what thou thinkest of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
I think you're right, I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
But a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his neck. The murderer's guilt shows not itself more soon than love that was seemly hid. Love's night is new. Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidenhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so, that vulgar all thy pride, nor wit nor reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons for this clause, for that I woo, thou therefore hast no cause, but rather reason thus with reason better. Love sought is good, but given unsought better.
By my innocence I swear, and by my youth I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, no never done shall mistress be of it, save I alone. And so would you, madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again! For thou perhaps mayst move that heart which now abhors to like his love.
Not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire more sharp than filed steel did spur me forth. And not a love to see you, though so much would have drawn me to a longer voyage. But jealousy, what might befall your travels, being skilless in these parts, which to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, oft prove rough and unhospitable. My living love, the rather by these arguments of Via, set forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make, but thanks. And thanks and ever thanks. And oft good turns are shuffled off with such uncurrent pay. But were my word, this is my conscience firm. You should find better dealing. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your lodging.
I'm not weary. It is long tonight. I pray we let satisfy our eyes on the memorials and the things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Countess Gallery, I did such service of such noble deed that were I taken here, it would scarce be answered.
Belike you slew a great number of his people?
The offense was not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of the time and quarrel might well have given us bloody argument. They might since have been repaid in repaying what we took from them, which for traffic's sake most of my city did. Only myself stood out, for which if I be lapsed here, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk to open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir. Here's my purse. In the south suburbs of the Elephant is best to lodge. All bespeak our diet, will you beguile the time, and feed your knowledge with viewings of the town. There shall you have me.
Why, I your purse.
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy you have desired to purchase. And your store, sir, is not for idle markets, I think.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephants!
I do remember.
It will not stay a jot longer.
My reason, dear Venom, give my reason.
You must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Faith, I saw your niece do work favors for the Count Surrey man whenever she bestowed upon me. I saw her in the orchard.
Did she see thee, the wild old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
This was a great argument of love in her toward you.
Slight, you make an ass of me.
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon the oaths of judgment and reason.
They have been grandeur since before Noah was a saint.
She did show favor to the youth in your sight, only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should have and was an excellent guest, fire you from the mint. You should have banged the youth into dumbness. This was looked at for your hand. This was not. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time wash off, and you are now saved the norm of that lady's opinion. But you'll hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard. You do redeem it by some laudable attempt either of valor or policy.
And it'd be anyway, it must be valor, for policy I hate. I'd leave you to be a brownist than a politician.
Why then build me thy fortunes upon the basis of valor. Challenge me the council you to fight with him, hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it, and assure thyself there is no love broker in the world can more prevail on man's combination with woman than reported valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
I think you bear me a challenge to it.
Go! Write it in a martial hand. Be cursed and brief, no matter how witty, so it be eloquent, full of invention, taunting, with the license of ink. If thou thou'st him some thrice, it shall not be amiss, and as many lies as will lie in thy sheeted paper, though thy sheet were big enough for the bed of war in England, send them down, and go about it. Let there be gall enough in thy ink, though thou write with the goose pen, no matter. Go!
Where shall I find you?
We'll call thee at the cubicular. Go!
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him, lad. Some 2,000 sterling or so.
We shall have a rare letter from him, but she'll not deliver.
Never trust me, then. And by all means, stir on the youth for an answer. I think oxen and wainwrights cannot hail them together. For Andrew, if he were open and he'd find so much blood in his livers would clog the foot of a flea, I'll leave the rest to the anatomy.
And his opposite, the youth, bears up his visage no great presage of cruelty.
Look where the youngest men at 9 come.
If you desire the spleen and will laugh yourselves into stitches, follow me. You cannot believe such impossible passages of grossness. He's in Yellowstone.
And cross-garter.
Most villainously, I have dogged him like his murderer. He does obey every point of the letter I dropped to betray him. He has small his face into more lines than the new map of the Indies. You have not seen such a thing as his. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know my lady will strike him. If she does, he'll smile and take it for a great favor.
Bring us where he is.
I sent for him, he says he'll come. What shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For youth is bought more often begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He is sad and civil, and suits well for a servant with no fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in very strange manner. He is sure possessed, madam.
Why, what's the matter? Does rave?
No, madam. He does nothing but smile. Your ladyship it were best to have some guard about you if you come. For sure the man is tainted in his wits.
Go call him hither. How now, Malvolio? Oh.
Sweet lady, ho. Ho.
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad? I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this crossed artery, but what of it? If it please the eye and one, it is with me as the very true sign is. Please one and please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Well, not black in my mind, though yellow in my leg. It did come to his hand, and command shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Aye, sweetheart, I'll come to thee.
Comfort me! Why does thy smile so and kiss thy head so oft?
How do you, Malvolio? Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great.
Huh?
Some achieve greatness.
What sayest thou?
Some have greatness thrust upon them.
Surely! Why, this is very midsummer madness!
Madam, the young kinsman of the Count Orsino's is returned. I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where is my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have a special care of him. I would not have him miscarried for the half of my dowry.
Oh, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose that I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to that in the letter. Cast thy humble slough, says she. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with a servant. Let thy tongue tang arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity, and consequently sets down the manner how as a sad face, a reverend carriage, a slow tongue, and the manner of some sir of note, and so forth. I have limed her, but it is Job's doing, and Job will make me thankful. And when she went away, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow. Not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together, that no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance. What more can be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I, is the doer, and he is to be thanked.
Here he is! Here he is! House with you, sir! House with you, man!
Go off. I discard you. Leave me to my private. Go off.
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks within him! Did not I tell you? Sir Toby, my lady prays you have a care of him.
Oh, does she?
Please. We must not object with him. Let me alone. very ingenious. I've taken the infection of the device, man.
Nay, but pursue him now before the device can get retained. Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
Come.
Pay the fire.
We'll have him in a dark room and bound. My nieces are in the belief that he's mad. We may carry it thus far, measuring his penance, till our very best time, tired out of breath, prompt us to have mercy on him. At which time we'll bring the device to the bar and crown thee for the finder of madness. Let's see.
More matter for a May morning.
Here's the challenge. You would read. A Werther's vinegar and pepper in it.
Is it so saucy?
Ah, it's still Warrington. Do but read.
Give it. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind why I do call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for it.
That keeps you from the bow of the law.
Thou comes to the lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly, but thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief and to exceeding good sense.
I will waylay thee going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me,
Good.
thou killst me like a rogue and a villain. Fare thee well, and God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better, and so look to thyself. Thy friend, as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy, Andrew Aguchi. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll give it him.
You may have verification for it. He is now in some converse with my lady and will fly by depart.
No, sir. Scout me for him at the corner of the orchard like a bumbear. So soon as ever thou seest him, draw. And as thou drawest, swear hard. When it comes to pass off, a terrible oath with a swaggering accent, sharply twanged off, gives manhood more approbation than ever proof itself would have earned it. Away!
Nay, let me alone for swearing!
Now will I not deliver this matter. For the behavior of the young gentleman is not to be of good capacity and breeding. His appointment between his lord and my niece confirms no less. Therefore this letter, being so excellently ignorant, will breed no terror in the youth. You will find it comes from Gilmore. But I will deliver a challenge by word of mouth, send upon Aguchi a notable report of valor, and drive the youth, as I know his youth will aptly receive it, into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This will so frighten both they will kill one another by the look, like cockatrices.
Here he comes with your niece. Keep them away until he take leave, and presently after him.
I will meditate a while upon some horrid message from a challenge.
I've said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid mine honor to a chariot. There's something in me that reproves my fault, but such a headstrong, potent fault it is, it but wants reproof.
With the same behavior that your passion bears goes on my master's grief.
Here, wear this jewel for me. 'Tis my picture. Refuse it not, it hath no tongue to vex you, and I beseech you come again tomorrow. What will you ask of me that I'll deny, that honor saved may upon asking give?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How with mine honor may I give him that which I have given to you?
I will acquit you.
Fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Gentlemen, God save thee.
And you, sir?
No! That defense thou must be taken to it. Of what nature the wrongs thou hast done, I know not. But thy interceptor, full of this spite, bloody as the hunter attends thee at the orchard end. Dismount thyself. Be dare in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake me, sir. I am sure no man had any quarrel to me. My remembrance is very free and clear of any image of offense done to any man.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, be taken to your guard, for your opposite hath in him with youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man withal.
I pray you, sir, what is he?
He is knight, done with untouched rapier and a proper consideration, but he is a devil and dragon brawl. Souls and bodies have been divorced. Three. His incensement at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by pangs of death.
I will return again into the house of desire some conduct of the lady. I am no fighter. I have heard of some kind of men that put quarrels purposely on others to taste their valor. But like this is a man of that quirk.
Sir, no. His indignation arises out of a very competent injury. Therefore get you on and give him his desire. Back you shall not to the house unless you undertake that with me, which with as much safety might answer him. Therefore honor, or strip your sword stark naked from metal you must have served. Or forswear to wear iron about you.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office as to know if the knight that I offense in him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Senior Fagan, stay you by this gentleman to my return.
Pray you, sir, do you know of this matter?
I know the knight is incensed against you, even to award a arbitrament, but nothing of the circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
Nothing of that wonderful promise. Read him by his form, as you are like to find him in the proof of his valor. He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, blunt, and fatal officer you could possibly have found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk toward him? I will make your peace with him if I can.
I shall be much bound to you for it. I am one that had rather go as Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I cannot know so much of my metal.
The youth is very I have not seen such a Drago. I had a pass with him, rapier, scabbard, and all, and he gives me the stuck in with such a mortal motion that it is inevitable. And on the answer, he pays you as surely as your feet hit the ground with step, that they say he has been fencing to the soul. He will not now be pacified. Fagan can scarce hold him yonder.
I thought he had been valiant and so cunning a fence. I just see no damn here I'd have challenged him. I'll let the matter slip and I'll give him my horse straight to
I'll make a motion. Stand here. Make a good show on it. This shall end without the perdition of souls. Mary, ride your horse as well as I ride you. I persuaded him to use the devil. I know his horse will take the quarrel.
He is as conceited of him, and pants and looks pale as a bear at his heels.
Sir, there's no remedy. We will fight you for his own sake. Mary, he has better bethought him of his quarrel, and now finds it scarcely worth talking of. Therefore draw for supportance of his vow. He protests, he will not hurt you.
Pray God defend me. A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
Give ground if you see him furious.
God! Sir Andrew, there's no remedy. He will, for his honor's sake, have one bout with you. He cannot let it do well and avoid it. But he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. Come on, do it!
Pray God keep us those.
And we shall use this against my will.
your head.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there is no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do now that my necessity makes you ask for my purse? It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you showed me here, and partly prompted by your present trouble, I would highly lean a low ability. I'll lend you something. My having is not much. I'll make division of my present. Oh, there's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible by necessity you can lack persuasion? Do not test my misery, lest it makes me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with the kindnesses I have done for you.
Well, I know of none. Nor know I you by voice or any feature. I hate ingratitude more in a man than lying, vainess, babbling, drunkenness, or any taint of vice whose strong corruption inhabits our frail blood.
Oh, heavens themselves!
Come, sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here before you, one half I snatched from the jaws of death, relieved of such sanctity of love, and to his image which we thought promised most venerable work did I devotion.
What is that to us? The time goes by. Away!
But oh, how vile and idle proves this God. Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feats of shame. In nature there is no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, but the beauty is evil, or empty trunks overflourished by the devil.
The man goes back to come, sir.
Lead me on.
Leaves himself, so do not I. Prove true imagination, oh, prove true that I, dear brother, be now ta'en for you.
Come hither, knight. Pray him. We'll whisper, or a couple or two of most sage songs.
I, my brother, know, yet living in my class. Even such and so in favor was my brother, and so he went still in this fashion, color, ornament, for him I imitate. Oh, if it prove tempests are kind, and salt waves fresh in love.
A very dishonest paltry boy, and more a coward than a hare. His dishonesty appears in leaving his friend here in necessity and denying him. As for his cowardship, ask Fabian.
A coward. A most devout coward. Religious in it.
Slim, left him again and beat him.
Dude, cuff him soundly. Never draw my sword.
Let's see the event.
And dare let any money will be nothing yet.
Oh, will you make me believe that I'm not sent for you?
Go to! Thou art a foolish fellow! Let me be clear of thee!
Oh, well, that unfair. No, I do not know you. No, your name is not Master Cesario. No, I'm not sent you by my lady to bid you come speak with her. No, this is not my nose, neither. Nothing but a so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowst me not.
Vent my folly. Oh, you've heard that word of some great man, and now apply it to a fool. I prithee, don't go there, strangers, and tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish greed, depart from me. There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give you worse payment.
Oh, by my troth, thou hast an open hand, sir. These wise men that give fools money to get themselves a good report after 14 years' purchase.
Now, sir, I met you again. And there's Fleet.
Well, there's Fleet. And there! Are all the people mad?
Come, sir, home!
Now this will I show my lady straight. I wouldn't be in your court for tokens.
Hold, sir.
Let go thy hand.
Sir, I will not let go. Oh, you are both flesh. Coward. I will be free from you.
What wouldst thou now? If thou darest tempt me further, draw thy sword.
What? They must have an ounce or two of this malapert blood from you.
Nay, I really, put on this gown with this beard. Make him believe you are Sir Topaz the curate. Do it quickly. I'll call Sir Toby the once.
I'll put it on and I'll dissemble myself in it. And whatever the first that ever dissembled in such a gown, eh? I'm not tall enough to become the function well, nor lean enough to be thought a good student, but to be said an honest man and a good housekeeper goes as far as to say a careful man and a great scholar. Now the competitors enter.
Jove bless thee, Master Parson.
No, buenos dias, Sir Toby. Buenos dias, damage problem. Never so burning, very bitterly said to an easy King Goblet of that is his. So I mean Master Parson and Master Parson. What is that that is but is?
To him, Sir Topaz.
What am I saying? Peace in this prison!
The knave counterfeits well, a good knave.
Who calls there?
Sir Topaz, the curate, come to visit Malvolio, the lunatic.
Sir Topaz, good Sir Topaz, go to my lady.
Yes, I heard like a fiend, thou vexest thou this man. Speakest thou nothing but of ladies?
Well said, Master Parson.
Sir Topaz, never was man thus so abused. Do not think I am mad, Sir Topaz. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Thou vile, dishonest Satan. I call thee by the most modest terms, for I am one of those gentle ones that will use the devil himself with courtesy. Sayest thou this house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topaz.
Why, its open windows, transparent as barricadoes, and the clerestories towards the south-north are as lustrous as ebony, and yet complainest thou of obstruction. No.
I am not mad, Sir Topaz. I say to you, this house is dark.
Madman, thou errest. I say there is no darkness but ignorance, which thou art more puzzled than the Egyptians in their fall.
I say this house is dark as ignorance, though ignorance were as dark as hell, and I say there was never man thus abused. I am no more mad than you are, Sir Topaz. Make the chest of it any constant question.
What is the opinion of Pythagoras concerning wildfowl?
That the soul of our grandam might happily inhabit a bird.
And what thinkest thou of his opinion?
Well, I think nobly of the soul, and in no way support his opinion.
Well, remain thou still in darkness. Thou wilt hold the opinion of Pythagoras, and I will allow thy wits very well.
Sir Topaz! Sir Topaz!
My most exquisite Sir Topaz.
There I am for all wise.
To him, in thine own voice, and bring me word how thou findest him. I would we were well rid of this knavery. If he may be conveniently delivered, I would he were, for I am now so far in offense with my niece that I cannot with any safety pursue this sport to the upshot. Come, by and by, to my chamber.
Jolly Robin!
Fool, I say! Oh, good fool, as ever thou wilt deserve well at my hand, help me to a candle and light, ink and paper. As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio!
Aye, fool.
Alas, sir, how fell you beside your 5 wits?
Oh, good fool, there never was a man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits as thou art.
But as well, and you are mad indeed if you be no better in your wits than a fool.
Here propagate me, keep me in darkness, send ministers to me, asses, and do all they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise you what you say, the minister is here. Malvolio, Malvolio, thy wits the heavens restore, endeavor thyself to sleep and leave thy vain bibble babble.
Sir Topaz?
Thou maintain no love for thee, good fellow. Why, sir, not I, sir. God be with you, Sir Topaz. No, I will, sir, I will.
Fool? Fool? A fool, I say!
Good lad, sir, be patient, sir. Well, what say you, sir? I am shent for speaking with you.
Good fool, help me with some light and some paper. I am as well at my wits as any man in Illyria.
No, well a day that true. Art thou not mad indeed?
Oh, believe me, I am not. I tell thee true.
Nay, I'll never believe a madman till I see his branding piece. I will help you to candle and paper and ink.
Oh, well, we're quite in the highest degree. I bid thee be gone.
Oh, I'm gone, sir. Have you a good man, devil?
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. It's pearl she gave me. I do feel it and see it. No, 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, yet 'tis not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not. I could not find him at the Elephant, but there he was, and there I found this credit that he'd arranged the town to seek me out. Oh, his counsel now might do me golden service. For though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust but that I am mad. Or else the lady's mad. Yet, if 'twere so, she could not sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs in their discharge with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that's deceivable. When may the lady comes?
Lay not this haste of mine. If you mean well, now go with me and the holy man into the chantry by. There before him and underneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith, that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live at peace. You shall conceal it well as you are willing. It shall come to know what time we will our celebration keep according to my birth. What do you say?
I'll follow this good man and go with you. And, having sworn truth, ever will be true.
Then lead the way, good Father, and let the heavens so shine that they may fairly know this act of mine.
As thou lovest me, let me see his letter.
Oh, good master Faith, grant me another request.
Anything.
Oh, do not desire to see another.
This is the dog. And in recompense, desire my dog again.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friends?
Aye, sir, we have some of her trappings.
I know thee. How dost thou, my good fellow?
I'll truly said the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary, the better.
No, sir, the worse.
How can this be?
Oh, nary, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now, my foes, sir, tell me plainly I'm an ass, so that by my foes, sir, I profit the knowledge of myself, and that by my friends I am abused. Conclusion to these cases, then, if you're for negatives, make it to affirmatives, well, then, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
This is excellent!
No, sir, not at all. Please, you to be one of my friends.
Well, you will not be the worse for me. There's gold.
But that it would be double dealing, sir. I wish you could make it enough.
You give me ill counsel.
Oh, put your grace in your pocket for just this one, sir. Let your flesh and blood obey it.
I will be so much a sinner to be a double dealer. There's another.
Primo, secundo, tertio. It's a good plan. And the saying is the third pays for all. That's your best service. A good tripping measure. Oh, the bells of St. Bennett's and make you reminded. 1, 2, 3.
You can fool no more gold for me at this throw. If you will tell your lady I am here to speak with her and bring her along with you, it may await my bounty further.
Mary, sir, lullaby your bounty till I come again. Well, I go, sir, but I would not have you think that my desire of having is the sin of covetousness. But as you say, sir, that your bounty taken out, I'll awaken it on.
Here comes the man so to rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well, though when I saw it last, it was besmeared as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war. A bobbling vessel as he captain of, with shallow draught and bulk unprizable, with which the most stateful grapple did he make with the most noble bottom of our fleet, that very end
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the phoenix and her frog from Candy. And this is he that did the tiger board when your young nephew Titus lost his leg. Here in the streets, desperate of shame and state, in private bravado did we apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what 'twas, but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what foolish boldness has brought thee to their mercies, to whom you in terms so bloody and so dear hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess, on basing grounds enough, your enemy. That ungrateful boy there by your side, from the rude seas and rage and foamy mouth that I redeemed, or wrecked past hope he was. His life I gave him and did there to add, my love, without retention or restraint, all his in dedication. For his sake that I exposed myself, pure for his love, to the dangers of this adverse town. Drew to defend him when he was beset, where, being apprehended, his false cunning, not meaning to participate with me in danger, taught him to face me out of his acquaintance, and grew 20 years removed thing while one with me, and denied me my own purse, which I had recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and 3 months since, no interim, not a minute's vacancy, both day and night did we keep company.
Here comes the countess. Now heaven walks on earth, but for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended on me, but more of that anon, take him aside.
What would my lord, but that he may not have, wherein Olivia may seem serviceable? So sorry, you do not keep promise with me.
Madam?
Gracious Olivia!
What do you say, Cecilia? Good my
My
lord.
lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to my ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
To what? Perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose inauspicious altars my soul, the faithfulest offerings that e'er devotion tended have breathed out. What shall I do?
Even what it please, my lord, that shall become him.
What should I not have I the heart to do it? Like to the Egyptian thief at point of death, kill what I love, a savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly. But hear this. Since you to non-regardance cast my faith, and that I hardly know, the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor, live you the marble-breasted tyrant still. But this, your minion, whom I know you love, and who, by heaven, I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of that cruel eye, wherein he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe with mischief. I'll sacrifice the lamb that I do love, to spite the raven's harder than a dove.
And I most jocund, apt, and willingly to do you rest 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love. More than these eyes, more than my life, more by all moors than e'er I shall love wife. If I do fain be witnesses above, punish my life for tainting of my love.
I be detested. How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast I forgot thyself? Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Oh, come away.
Whither, my lord? Cesario, husband, stay.
Husband?
Aye, husband, can he that deny?
Her husband, Sarah?
No, my lord, not I.
Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that makes thee strangle thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario. Take thy fortunes up. Be that thou knowest thou art, and then thou art as great as that thou fearest.
Oh, thou dissembling cub, what wilt thou be when time hath sowed a grizzle on thy case? Or will not else thy craft so quickly grow that thine own trip shall be thine overthrow? Farewell, and take her. But erect thy feet, where henceforth you and I may never meet.
But my lord, I do protest.
Oh, do not swear. Hold little faith, though thou hast too much fear.
For the love of God, surgeon! Someone presently to Sir Toby!
What's the matter?
Has broke my head across, and given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb, too. For the love of God, your help! I'd rather than 40 pounds I were at home.
Who has done this, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman,
so what? He's hurt me, and there's an end on it. Son, did see Dick's surgeon, son.
Oh, he's drunk, Sir Toby. An hour gone. His eyes were set at 8 in the morning.
And he's a rogue. And the passive measure is perfect. I ain't a drunken rogue.
Away with him. Who has made this havoc with them?
I'll help you, Sir Jody, because we'll be dressed together.
Will you? Help. An asshead and a coxcomb and a knave. The thin-faced knave. Go.
Get him to bed and let his hurt be looked to.
I am sorry, man. I have hurt your kinsman. But had it been the brother of my blood, I must have done no less with witness safety. You throw it. And by that I do perceive I've offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, but for the vows we made each other but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, two persons. A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio? Oh, my dear Antonio! Oh, how the hours of Bragdon tortured me since I have lost thee.
Sebastian, are you?
Fearst thou that, Antonio?
How you make a vision of yourself. And apoplectic too is no more twin than these two creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful!
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. But can there be that deity in my nature appeared everywhere? I had a sister. Blind waves and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What parentage? What name? What country?
Messalene. Sebastian was my father, such as Sebastian was my brother too. So went he suited to his watery tomb.
Were you a woman, as the rest goes even? I should my tears let fall upon your cheek and cry, thrice welcome, drowning Viola!
My father had a mole upon his brow.
And so had mine.
He died that day when Viola from her birth had numbered 13 years.
Oh, that record is lively in my soul. He finished it indeed, his mortal act the day that made my sister 13 years.
If nothing less to make us happy both, but this my masculine usurped entire, do not embrace me, till each circumstance of place, time, fortune to cohere and judge that I am Viola, which to confirm, I'll bring you to a captain in this town where lie my maiden sweets, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count. All they curse. That blend between this lady and this lord.
So comes it, lady. You have been mistook. But nature's poor bias through in that. You would have been contracted to a maid. Therein, by my life deceived. You are betrothed both to a maid and a man.
Stand not amazed. Right noble is his blood. If this is true as the glass seems even, I may have share in this most happy round. Boy. Thou hast said to me 1,000 times thou never shouldst love woman like to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear? And those swearings keep as true, and so if doth that orbit continent of fire that severs day from night.
Give me thy hand. And let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maid's garments. He upon some action is now in durance at Albolio's suit. A gentleman and follower of my ladies.
He shall enlarge him. Bring Malvolio. And yet, alas, now I remember me. They say poor gentlemen he must distract. The most extractive frenzy of mine own from my remembrance clearly vanished his. How does he, sirrah?
Now truly, Madam Mills Beelzebub at the State's End, as well as a man in this case may do. As here read a letter to you. I should have delivered it today morning, but as a madman's epistles are no gospel, so it skills not much when they're delivered.
Open it and read it.
Will look then to be well delivered when the fool delivers the madman. By the Lord, no I should agree, madness. And you think you will have this thought to me, you must allow off.
drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not, but to do myself much right, or you much shame. Think of me as you please, I leave my duty a little unthought of, and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
Aye, madam.
The satyrs not much of distraction.
Bring him here, Fabian. See him delivered. My lord, to please you, these things further thought on, to think of me as well as sister, as a wife. One day shall crown the alliance, also please you, here at my house, and at my proper cost.
Madam, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and for services done him so far beneath your status and so much against the metal of your sex, and since you called me master for so long, here is my hand. You shall from this day forth be your master's mistress.
A sister, you are she.
Oh, is this the madman?
Aye, my lord, the same. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Write from it if you can in hand or phrase, or say it is not your steel, not your invention. You can say none of this. Well, granted then, and tell me in the modesty of honor why you have given me such clear lights of favor, bade me come smiling and cross-guarded to you, to put on yellow stockings and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people. Enacting this in obedient hope, why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious get and gull that e'er invention played on? Tell me why!
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing. Though I confess much like the character, but out of question 'tis Mariah's hand. And now I do believe the strangers told me thou wast mad. Then camest in smiling, and in such forms which here were presupposed upon thee in the letter. Prithee be content, this practice hath most shrewdly passed upon thee. But when we know the grounds and authors of it, thou shalt be both plaintiff and judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak, and let no quarrel, no brawl to come taint the condition of the present hour, which I have wondered at. In hope it shall not, most freely I confess, myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here, upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts we had conceived against him. Mariah writ the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her. How with a sportful malice it was followed may rather clack on laughter than revenge, if that the injuries be justly weighed that have on both sides passed.
Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. I was once known as Xanadu, madam. Sir Topaz, sir, but that's all one. My lord fool, I am not mad. But do you remember? I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal, and you smile not at these yet. And thus, the whirling kick of time brings in his revenge.
I'll be revenged upon the whole pack of you!
He has been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. You have not told us of the captain yet. When that is known and golden time commence, solemn accommodation shall be made with our dear souls. Till that time, sweet sister, we shall not part from hence. Come, Cesario, for so shall you be while you are a man, but when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
When I was a little tiny boy, with a home, wind and rain, the foolish thing was but a toy. For the rain it raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate, with hay, oh, wind and rain, gainst slaves and thieves, men shut their gate. Though the rain it raineth every day. When I came with hay, oh, wind and the rain, but but that's our not place done, and we'll strive to please you every day. Journey's ending, lovers meeting, every wise man's unknown.
Excellent, good, good, good.
What is loved is not hereafter. Present mirth, present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. So come and kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth, sister, will not endure.
Do 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 do